I'm Polly Bath, and I travel throughout the country helping schools to manage and change difficult behavior that interrupts instruction. Today, I'm going to address a question working with a child in a more restrictive environment. I work in a self-contained, more restrictive program. We have one kid who has a history of being a runner. I want to prevent this, but I realize that I can't possibly block doors or be at two doors at once. How can we prepare for this in advance? And how can we respond so the running stops eventually? If you have a child who is in a more restrictive program that is somewhat self-contained, there's a really specific reason why they're there. Some of the mistakes I think we might make is the confusion about what might be least restrictive for that child. So let's say we want that child to be in their general ed classroom for as much as they possibly can. Whether it's a special ed or a gen ed program, doesn't matter. We want that child to be in their classroom as much as possible. But they're part of a program to help them get the skills they need so they can be successful in that classroom. But they often send us messages that we don't listen to in a timely manner. Meaning if I'm a runner and I take off on a regular basis and I look at the pattern on that, and it's when I go into the gen ed classroom, when I'm in line for lunch, when I'm entering and exiting the building in the morning or the afternoon or recess, whatever it might be. We oftentimes get the child in a better position in our programs, then we send them back to their general ed classroom. If a child runs out of a room 2 times in the morning, they're telling me that they cannot go back to their general ed classroom. They cannot go to recess as usual. They cannot go to lunch as usual. And I may have to pull back. And that may be what that child can handle. I think oftentimes we are trying so hard to get the child out into the general public for as much time as possible that we miss the warning signs that they can't handle it. So before you end up with a room that gets trashed or a child who continues to run, pull back, wrap around. If the child needs to stay in that program for a good part of the day, then that may be the best thing to do at that moment. These are always going to be group and team decisions, but take the warning signs. If I'm a runner, I can't handle the big environment right now, and I might need that program to be a little bit tighter. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the bell for notifications, watch these videos. If you've got questions for future videos, include them in the comments below.